What is up? Today I'm going to be taking a personality test because as an entrepreneur, you have to understand people, but before you can do that, you should have a better understanding of yourself. We are here on this website right now, 16personalities.com. Basically, we're just going to be answering these questions and figuring out what our personality type is, just so we can have a better understanding of ourselves, read up on some of our strengths and weaknesses, and figure out, how we can get to the goals we want to get to the most strategically. So like I said, this website is 16personalities.com, and let's just get right into it. You enjoy vibrant social settings with lots of people. I really do not, honestly. I like being just alone by myself. You often spend time exploring, yes, all the time. I'm always just dreaming about, big things. When your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas, kind of in the middle. I like to plan stuff out. You often think about what you should have said. Nah. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is no, not at all. I'm really bad at being emotional, if I'm being completely honest. People can rarely upset you. Yes. Next. You often rely on other people. Yep. If you have met me in person, you know that I'm awkward as hell, and I'm not going to be the one to start a conversation. I'm just being completely honest. If you have temporarily put off your plans, you make sure it's a top priority all the time. You rarely worry if you made good impressions on someone you met. No, I worry about impression. A little bit. It would be challenging for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself. Not at all. You're more of a detail-oriented than big-picture person. Agree. You are very affectionate with people you care about. Agree to an extent. You have a careful, methodical approach to life. Yes. You are still bothered by the mistakes. Not at all. At parties and similar events, yep, I hate parties a lot. You often find it difficult to relate to people. Yes. When looking for a movie to watch, I don't watch that many movies, so I'm going to go ahead and say yes on this. You stay calm under pressure. A little. When in a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. Nope, not me. When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical. Bro, I honestly don't remember the last dream I've ever had, so we're just going to disagree on this. In your opinion, it's sometimes okay no, I don't like that. You're dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. I get sidetracked sometimes, so we're not going to go the full agree. If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. This is tough, because there's times where I have, there's times where I haven't. I'll put it right in the middle. When at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself. Yep. You usually lose interest in a discussion when it gets philosophical. No, I love that shit. I love talking about philosophical shit. You would never let yourself cry in front of others. I've done it before, but I try not to. You feel more drawn to places with bustling and busy atmosphere than to more quiet and intimate ones. Dude, because it's like cities would be cool, but like I said earlier, I hate parties and I hate being around people, but cities, low-key, I like the vibe, so put it in the middle. You like discussing different views and theories on what the world could look like. Yeah, fuck yeah. When it comes to making life-changing choices, you mostly listen to your heart rather than your head. In the middle about that. You cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something you cannot. Yep, absolutely. What the fuck's an atom, dude? What's a molecule? I don't care about that. You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than to forgive. Disagree. You often make decisions on a whim. Disagree. The time you spend by yourself on it often ends up being more interesting. In the middle. You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning message of a song or movie. Sometimes, bro. Dude, I'd be watching these like in-depth movie reviews on YouTube and shit. Fucking new Rockstar, Cinema Sin, shit like that. You always know exactly what you want. Not really, but sometimes. So in the middle. You rarely think back on choices you made. I don't think back, so what? You rarely think back. Yes, I rarely think back. Next. When in a public place, you usually stick to quieter areas. Agree. You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. Agree, but I'm always working towards the future, so this is kind of iffy, but I'm more focused on getting the stuff I need to get done right now, so agree. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Yep. When starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions. Yep. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder. Yeah, sometimes I wonder that. You feel comfortable just walking up to a conversation. Nope, not at all. Next. I'm very introverted. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. Yes. You look after yourself first. Yes. When looks like a dick right there. Even when you have planned a particular daily routine, you usually just end up doing what you feel like doing. No, I try to stick to my routines, but I'm gonna go back to this right here where it says you look after yourself first. I feel like you guys should be looking after yourself first because, I mean, shit, we only have one life. We're only gonna live once. When we die, there's nothing else guaranteed. So why should we look at, I'm trying to word this best so I'm not like fucking hating on religions and shit, but we only know that we are going to be alive once, so we might as well do everything in our power to be happy in our life. And in that, we can also make the people around us happy. But I mean, like, if you're trying to solve world hunger, you can't do that by being poor. You have to, look after yourself first. You have to start grinding. And then, maybe you can, with all the money you've made, maybe help people with world hunger. That's like a really stupid example, but you kind of get the gist of the thing. If you look after yourself first, if you help yourself first, then you will have more resources to help others in the long run. Your mood can change very quickly. Yes. You often contemplate the reasons. Not really. You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. Not really. You got a detailed education. Yeah, I know what I'm trying to learn and what I'm doing for the future. You rarely dwell on your regrets. Yeah. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people quickly makes you feel drained. Not really. Shit, I like more in the middle. You often see yourself as more of a realist than a visionary. Dude, like, I'm a visionary. I have crazy goals that people do not think is even possible, but I myself know that those things are real, and I know that I can accomplish those things. So this is kind of a poorly worded question, for me at least. As a realist or visionary, I'm gonna have to disagree. Disagree, because I have a strong vision. You find it easy to empathize with a person who has gone through something you've had? No, not at all. I'm really bad at emotions. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous burst of energy. Not really. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Nope. After a long, exhausting week, not at all. Bro, I'm really just about to grind out my 9 to 5 and then go to a fun party on a Friday. That's not what I value in life. But you guys might. I don't. I have other things that I find fun, and that's okay because everyone thinks differently. Everyone is wired differently, and I now understand that. I used to not understand that. I used to think that people who literally just worked all day and did stupid stuff on the weekends, I used to look down on them, but everyone's different. I gotta understand that. You frequently find yourself wondering how technological advancement. Yes. You always consider how your actions might affect other people before doing something. All the time. You still honor the commitments you've made even if you have a change of heart. More in the middle. You rarely feel insecure. I'm a male. Alright. Let's see the results. We are an architect. INTJA. Introverted. Intuitive. Thinking. Judging. Assertive. Let's read this. The trait determines how we interact. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. This trait reflects our approach on work, planning, and decision making. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. That's cool. So we can start reading about ourselves here. I don't really want to copy, I don't care. Introduction. Just don't really care about any of this, I'm being honest. Thirst for knowledge. Architects derive much of their self-esteem from their knowledge and mental acuity. I don't even know if I'm reading that shit right. In school, people with this personality may have been called bookworms or nerds. Not at all. I've never been called that. But rather than taking these labels as insults, many architects embrace them. They are confident in their ability to teach themselves about and master any topic that interests them, whether it's coding, capoeira, or classical music. Social frustrations. Architects aren't known for being warm and fuzzy. They tend to prioritize rationality and success over politeness and pleasantries. I agree with that. Strengths and weaknesses. Rational, informed, independent, determined, curious, versatile. Weaknesses, arrogant. I used to be really, really arrogant. I myself think I've calmed down with that a lot. Dismissive emotions. Yep, I'm still very bad at that. Overly critical. Yeah, that's me. Combative. Yep. Romantically clueless. Yes. Romantic. No, I don't care about any of that right now. Career paths. Let's check it out. I don't really have a career. I don't know why this is. But workplace habits. What's next? So if you scroll down on this page here on the introduction, it actually shows like famous people that are your same personality type. I have no clue who this guy is. Friedrich Nietzsche. I feel like I should know who that is. Sigmund Freud. All right, I just have no clue who this man is. But Michelle Obama, Elon Musk, Christopher Nolan, Vladimir Putin, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Colin Powell. Who's this man? Samantha Power. Who's that? Heisenberg. Don't watch Game of Thrones. Don't watch Game of Thrones. Yennefer. Gandalf. Okay, yeah. So these are just like imaginary people, I guess. But it's pretty cool looking at the people that share the same traits as you. Honestly, this is super powerful to know yourself and know what your strengths and weaknesses are. So just for me personally, I now know that my weaknesses are I'm arrogant, dismissive emotions, overly critical, combative, romantically clueless. If I run a business and I have employees and I'm, arrogant in front of them, I'm overly critical and I don't pick up on their emotions a lot, they're not going to want to work for me. So those are some things I want to work on, because honestly, that's just some fucked up shit. I really want to work on picking up emotions a lot better because that's something I'm terrible at. But I understand that, I'm self-aware, and it's something that I need to work on. But what I highly recommend you guys do is take this test, see where you stand, see where your strengths and weaknesses are, and see how you want to improve on them. The website I have linked down below. It's just 16personalities.com. But thank you guys for sticking the end. Thank you for watching me, go through all of my strengths and weaknesses, stuff like that, stuff I like, stuff I don't like. If you guys enjoy these types of videos and you want to see more, please go ahead and subscribe right down below. If you want to see some of my entrepreneurship type videos, check out these videos right here to the left of me. That one right there is pretty good. But thank you for sticking to the end of this video. My name is Austyn Hustles. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'm out. Later.